to hear what you guys think this means. Oh, wow. Did we just go live? Did it not go live through any of that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wouldn't be a Tom Crown stream without at least one hiccup. So please, God, please tell me that that was live. And it didn't just open to me going, hey, is this live? That was weird. Just went live. Matthew Miller, awesome. Great. So I was just saying to myself, because YouTube decided not to start the live. Everyone on Twitch and Kick got to hear it. They're going to hear it again. So where was I? Today, in just about 10 minutes, a little bit less, we're going to have the FOMC meetings follow-up notes. They're not follow-up, but notes. And these are released about a month after the FOMC event, which we saw last month, and they essentially give us insight into what each of the members is thinking, whether the decisions were unanimous, etc. Now, this is going to be a more spicy one than usual, in my opinion, because there's a really important question on everyone's mind, and that's, are we going to continue to see interest rate hikes into the end of the year? If we look at just what Chairman Powell has said in the past, he did say that we're going to continue to get these into the end of the year. And typically what he said about these hikes, he's followed through with. However, the market is really convinced that there is a likelihood that we're not going to see them into the end of the year. And I think that these notes are going to give us insight into that. At the last FOMC, there was not a lot of answers in the questions. And most of them pertain to what is going to happen next. What is the forward guidance? As usual, Chairman Powell needed to see the data and would adjust their monetary policy as that data came in. A nothing burger answer at best. In these minutes, hopefully we get some clarity. That's what I think we're going to get here, and it's going to be at 2 p.m., so less than 10 minutes, and we're going to break these down together. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on, you think this is dovish, hawkish, or a nothing burger. We do have a poll going in the YouTube chat. If you're not on YouTube, can't vote in the poll, but at youtube.com/TomCrown, you can join us there. While we get into this, guys, please make sure you smash the like button. We had like 250 people waiting. 250 people waiting. Gamma's high. Lights are on bright. For this stream, and I am so stoked. So stoked to have you all here for it. Lots of minds, lots of opinions. And together we're going to figure out what comes next. Sorry to make sure this is still going. Wow. I did a whole intro. You guys missed it. Just pretend it was the best intro ever, because I got a little scrambled there when I reset it. You can check these out directly if you want from the Federal Reserve, federalreserve.gov/monetary policy /FOMC calendars.htm. We're going to be loading this here at 2 p.m. exactly. They should come out. And let's take a look while we have a minute at just what's going on in the market. So crypto in general, not having a hot day, is seeing some downside price action. And I want to comment on that actually while we have a second. It's interesting. Over the last 3 days, or maybe even in the last week, despite price not really doing anything, not breaking a significant high range or low range, I have noticed personally, and of course I have an anecdotal perspective on this as a content creator, I have seen a lot of aggressive bear trolls come out, and I mean that could be some bear euphoria, but however, I've dubbed a term sentiment divergence, and basically that's just a piggyback off of a technical analysis term. But when we see sentiment, greed or fear, bullish or bearishness, when we see that fluctuate more so than price suggests makes sense. So we haven't really seen that much downside yet. We have a lot of bearishness. I would say that is a sentiment divergence, bullish sentiment divergence perhaps. Basically when expectations aren't remaining in alignment with price. There's a little side note. So we see stocks overall somewhat down, not too brutal of a day. VIX is down as well, which actually is not bad. Dollar index continues to hold strong above 103. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't like that. I do not like that. We don't have an FOMC meeting this month. Unfortunately, we're getting skunked by Chairman Powell, but we have one next month. We have these minutes today that we can interpret, and we also have the fundamental key data that Chairman Powell seems to never have. He always needs it to answer any question, never seems to have it. Silly him, he could just go to investing.com and look it up. Some of the big numbers that they're looking at, we're seeing come in this week. Now, we had core retail sales, which blew past, this is month over month, blew past forecast. Forecast was down 0.3%. Previous was 0.2%. Actual retail core sales up 1% for the month of July. That is showing absolutely some strength in the U.S. economy, though I'm not sure people are even questioning the strength of the U.S. economy right now. They're more worried about the monetary policy that may influence that going forward. Following suit, retail sales month over month, also almost more than doubling expectations here. We're having huge numbers come in on retail sales, showing a very strong economy. Again, crude oil inventories. I'm not really sure how to interpret this, chat. Feel free to tell me. We have the FOMC minutes today. We have initial jobless claims tomorrow, and that's going to be a bigger number that the Fed looks at, along with CPI, core CPI from what last... Can I not go to last week? That's weird. Let's just do the whole month. We had manufacturing PMI. Initial jobless claims was in alignment on August 3rd. There we go. Core CPI, CPI. Those numbers, along with initial jobless claims, are definitely in the forefront for the Fed, as that's pretty much what they're looking at. That's really their main driver of these decisions, at least as far as we know. Something interesting I found as well, and I didn't have enough time because I found it right before the live stream, that the Atlanta Fed is now predicting an even higher GDP estimate growth for Q3, which is very interesting and maybe does go in alignment with that high retail sales, core retail sales. Their prediction's up from 5% to 5.8%. This is just for a quarter. That's massive. Blue chip consensus hovering around 2.5 to 0.5%. So does the Atlanta Fed know something that these blue chips don't? Or are they just wildly out of the realm of reality? I don't know. But I found it interesting. The bullishness of the economy. I wish my portfolio was bullishness. Really quick, wrapping up for this intro. Fed rate monitor tool. We have 5 weeks until the next FOMC. As I said, they're trying to kill our channel, man. They don't want us to have a big stream every month. That's okay. These ones don't do too bad, and I'm glad every single one of you is here. Hells yeah. Make sure to join the Discord either way to keep up with our live streams. Join our community, but you'll also get free BTC airdrop to you after every live stream. Discord.gg/TomCrown. Market still looking at no interest rate hike. 90% probability. It is 5 weeks out, so this is very, very low confidence vote here, and only 10%. Down from 13, looking for 25 BPS into September. Pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. What time is it? We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes until these notes come out. So why don't we take a look at some charts, and why don't you guys subscribe? That's right. What's up, Jert D. Liu and Wave God? We already have 2 new subscribers. Hell yeah, fam. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed, do it now. Join our fam. Help us get to 100K. We only have a minute, so maybe we should look at, really quick, maybe Bitcoin. There's another chart I want to take a peek at. A coin that I actually purchased some little moon bag of yesterday. Maybe I'll share it with you. This is kind of that sentiments divergence I was talking about. Let me turn this down just a smidgen. We've really been in the exact same price range. Now, like, for instance, here, July 24th, this I could see changing sentiment. If we had seen kind of that bearish sentiment reversal here, which I'm sure we did, that would make sense. That would be in alignment with price. You hit a higher high and then you just get rejected. That's very bearish. All of this, nothing's happened. Right here, you broke your lows. July 24th, makes sense to be a little more bearish, right? Makes sense. But right here, this is literally what I'm talking about, maybe the last week, just this. This is where I've seen really aggressive bearish sentiment come into play, and I don't believe that price reflects it. I don't believe that it's supported by price. This is just kind of like my unique insight while we wait. Today, especially, I've seen a ton of bearishness on Twitter, in the YouTube comments, and just in general, the vibe. Why? What is this? Why is this the reason that some people are being bearish? And mind you guys, I am always bullish, you know that, but I don't criticize. I don't hate you if you're bearish. You're allowed to be. Please disagree with me. That's okay. Like, that's a good thing. If everyone just agreed with me on this channel, I would never learn. I would never grow. I'd We need different opinions, especially in this community, but I don't get it. What is it? What is driving this? Now, I do have something that I could say maybe is the reason is driving it. The dollar. The dollar, while this is ugly as hell on low time frames, the dollar has made a pretty strong climb up, and it's held over 102, even 103. It may have more upside in the upcoming days, and maybe even after these notes, if they provide any clarity. It has not yet surpassed 103.587, aka July's high. When that happens, I will be a little bit more into the idea that the dollar is going to continue rallying this year. But while it's balls below it, not a lot has changed for me, but maybe that's the reason. I could see that. Potentially HBAR. Lots of people are getting excited about HBAR. HBAR got rejected from resistance. That could be a bearish piece of the puzzle. Yes, the minutes are up, but I'm just going to go through some charts really quick. That could be a bearish piece of the puzzle. I understand. That's a pretty hard rejection. That was a little bit of the excitement of the last few days. Makes total sense. XRP as well, another factor into this bearishness potentially today and over the last few days. XRP had that euphoric rally in July, and it has really just retraced since then, getting closer and closer to our target, mind you. Closer and closer, not quite there. Getting closer and closer. And yesterday did have a breakdown. It broke down below support, so maybe altcoins are driving some of this sentiment. It did hit a little bit lower, down to 58.3 cents. As well as my baby Litecoin, another one, though, judging based on how many people actually care about Litecoin, probably not a huge contributing factor. Litecoin did break below its support as well, so there are some alts that are kind of out of line with Bitcoin and losing support, and maybe people are thinking, okay, alts are losing support, Bitcoin's likely to follow. I would say that's valid, but is that valid enough for the sentiment divergence to be eliminated? I do not know. Let's go over these minutes. I was getting into the charts. I like that narrative way of telling those charts without going into numbers and stuff. That was kind of cool. So I'm going to open up the PDF. I think the PDF is the one that's easier to digest. Look at all this writing. Look at all this. There's a lot of notes. I think the PDF is a little bit, there we go, a little bit calmer. So what we do with these to help us digest and to help break this down, because there's no way in hell anybody here wants to listen to me read 7, 8, 9, 10 pages, right? Nobody wants to hear me read 10 pages. So we like to basically throw this over to our AI assistant. Our AI assistant. And while it kind of calculates out what the breakdown summary of this is, we go in and we look at parts that we know are going to be important. So give me 1 second to tell ChatGPT to summarize the following. Summarize the following. There was an error generating the response. It was too long. This happened last time. Son of a bitch. Okay. Me oh my. Crap. Summarize this. Give it a lot less. It's so long. Even ChatGPT is like, bro, no one's gonna read that. All right, we'll give it a little bit. At the bottom here, the voting actions, these are always pretty important to see. Basically, are they unanimous? I will remind you that they have been typically unanimous over the last few months, to my memory. Feel free to correct me, but to my memory, they've all been unanimous votes. So voting against this action, none. Voting for this action, everybody. To support the committee's decision to raise its target rate for the Federal Reserve funds rate, the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System voted unanimously to raise the interest rate paid on reserve balances to 5.4% effective July 27th. I forgot, it's a month ago. The Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System voted unanimously to approve 1/4 percentage point increase in the primary. It was agreed that the next meeting of the committee would be held on Tuesday, September 29th or September 19th, and the meeting adjourned. Boring. According to our AI partner, During the intermeeting period, the manager discussed recent financial market trends. Economic data releases were seen as showing economic strength and reduced inflation concerns. That is dovish, or at least that's going to push some dovish narrative. However, guys, this is just the beginning. This isn't a full breakdown yet. This is just like kind of the first page, maybe coming back from our AI as it digests through. I would say so far that is on point. We see the Atlanta Fed increasing their GDP growth target numbers. We saw core retail sales. We saw retail sales month over month up pretty huge. That does sit in alignment with strong economic indicators and inflation reducing. We did see some inflation numbers. I believe CPI. It was a CPI 2 weeks ago that were also kind of suggesting that. So the Fed might have been onto something at this point. The change in market conditions still due to strong but retreated after June consumer price index CPI release was seen as less impactful than expected. Despite these changes, market conditions still indicated a slightly cautious stance regarding future monetary policy. Interesting. Okay, here's some like important parts to conduct standing overnight repurchase agreement operations with a minimum bid rate of 5.5% and an aggregate limit $500 billion. Overnight reverse repurchase agreement options offering 5.3% on $160 billion per day. Reinvest into agency mortgage-backed securities, MBS. The amount of principal payments from Federal Reserve holdings that agency. You know what? While I give this a little bit more time, because it is taking its time to digest this, let's really quickly look. So we have a new hour candle on all of our charts, and that hour candle is now kissed with these notes. Let's see if we can kind of divine through some of these notes just by looking at the chart. Okay, let me give this another chunk. Okay, dollar up somewhat meaningfully over 9 minutes, pushing past, it looks like, today's previous high, moving higher. I do want to pull up like S&P 500 here. Is this moving as well? S&P, no. S&P 500, little volatility on that candle. Did see it move up, now back down. What about the corn? Very, very, very light. Actually, the exact same percent down as the dollar is up right now on the hour. Interesting. Not a lot of market reaction yet. Crap, forgot to brush my teeth. Not a lot of market reaction yet. All right. So over the intermeeting period, there were various developments in financial markets and policy operations. Broader financial conditions eased due to improvements in equity prices and narrower credit spreads. Bank equity shares also gained value as concerns about the banking sector diminished. That's interesting, guys. Actually, so this just got me on a little tangent, but it is relevant. Interesting that we had, remember when those banks collapsed? Isn't that wild? That was all anyone was talking about, thinking about, and now it's just been brushed under the rug. What's really weird to me is banks were collapsing due to interest rates, due to being too overexposed, was it to T-bills or whatever, caught off guard and insolvent. As the interest rate rises, that puts more pressure. There should have been more insolvencies. We haven't seen any. It was like Silvergate. Or was it Silicon Valley? It was like Silicon Valley Bank didn't need to be grabbed, didn't need to be seized, and then they seized it, and then there was like no more talk of it. That's super suspicious. That's weird. They increased interest rates. Logically, we should have seen more vulnerable banks fail. We didn't. I don't know. That's weird. Side tangent. Let me finish this. Banking sector concerns diminished. Inflation expectations remain consistent with the committee's long-term goals, with market-based measures indicating firmly anchored expectations. Market rates for policies in advanced foreign economies rose. The US dollar saw modest depreciation. Well, that has changed actually since then, hasn't it? That has changed. Now it has been reversing. Surveys conducted by the open market desk indicated that although respondents still saw a significant probability of recession by the end of 24, the timing was pushed further into the future and the likelihood of avoiding a recession grew. That's feeling a little dovey too. Market expectations and survey responses suggested the committee would raise target by 25 BPS in July. They did. While many respondents thought that the July hike would be the last in the tightening cycle, they also considered the possibility of further tightening beyond that point. That's not helpful. Come on. Respondents anticipated real interest rates to rise through the first half of 24. Continuing hikes. Above long-run neutral levels for some time. That's hawkish. Money market developments. The ONRRP facility continued to function effectively, stabilizing money market rates after the suspension of the debt ceiling. So I almost forgot about this. Dude, what is going on with this like finance news cycle? It's like starting to become more like the mainstream news cycle, where it's like something terrible happens, and then 2 days later, no one talks about it, but that's all in it. Remember the submarine? Is this here real? Is this the Matrix? Is the Matrix confirmed now? I think it is. Wow, that is wild. I'm just like just trying to put a timeline in my head now of all the crazy finance stuff that's happened this year that it was like the talk of the town, even outside of financial markets, and then we've just forgotten about. That's, oh no, my precious finance news is becoming regular news. That's not good. So the suspension of the debt ceiling, I guess this was the first FOMC afterwards. The Treasury Department issued securities lending leading to a decline on RRP balance. Survey respondents indicated expectations of lower on RRP balances and high bank reserves by year end. Higher bank reserves, well, I hope so, because they don't have any. Available information indicated that real GDP grew moderately through the first half. Labor market remained tight. That's over and over and over again. That's hawkish. Although the labor supply-demand imbalance is gradually reducing, consumer price inflation remained elevated, but showed signs of easing. Payroll employment increased moderately with job openings remaining high. The unemployment rate edged down, while wage growth moderated compared to the previous year. I'm going to go with we have a little bit of dovish, but I think this is leaning hawkish. And it is time. It's overdue. I should have done this a while ago. I got to pull up the chat. The whole thing, the stream not starting right away, and me doing that whole intro threw me off. Hopefully I'm back on track here. Hopefully. Let me pull up the chat, guys. Sorry if I just blasted you with like info. Don't like to do that, but I got carried away. So I'm pulling up the chat to read, to chat, to shout you out. You know the deal. Make sure you guys please subscribe, hit the like button. Check out our sponsors in the video description below. Sign up with Fairdesk and Femex. I'll show you my live trades in not too long here. I think I got stopped out of my long again. It is what it is. So let me see who is here. I see Alan Clark, Alex S, Arween, Debbie Persad, Bert M. Andrew, Big Orsi Singh, Brendan, Cherry City Bullies, Coins Chick, the beautiful, the lovely, the talented Coins Chick, Cap or Die, Big Ors Singh, Benjamin Smith, Archer 82, Colorado Trader, Dale Russell, Daniel Lehman, David Brum, my man, Derek Delboy Moore, Digital Asset, DJ, what's up, brah? DSV, Dr. Crypto, Emis Robovisky, Eric Leon Gear, Houston, Itadaki Masuso, John Johnson, what's up, Itadaki? Most Naruto name ever. Faden TradeFi, Justin Irwin, JZ, KRN, Kern. Loading name, my man, how you doing? Keyman, what's up? Mario Gomez Cortez, Matthew Miller, here every day. What a champion. What's up, Jay-Z, Mechanic, Movieology, Mr. Amy 23, Mr. Andy Walk, Muhammad Mujataba, Netstar, Nicole NTHL, Neutrino P9, Psychedelic Astronaut, Paul V, Purin Singh, Power Gamer, Regal Kopel, River. We got a hell of a lot of people here today. Keep it coming. If you're in the chat, if you're listening, put something in the chat so I can see you and shout you out. Mr. Wolf, Sir Wolf, Pure Gamer, Rigo Koppel, Recto Verso, Purin Singh, River. I might repeat some because they're bouncing around. Robert Nitz, Robert O'Connor, Rolling 69ers, Samuel Shoes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's so many. It keeps refreshing. I'm losing my spot. See no DB, but keep it coming. Make it difficult for me. Make it very hard. Sim Custom. Solidity. My man, saw you at the start of the stream. Steph Meese. Tommy G. V for Vendetta. Venom Hex. Vesemir. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. What are you looking at today, Vesemir? Virtual Viral Web. Vish Hearts. VZ. Fat Cat. Watashi. Monkey. Who else did I miss? Who else did I miss? Hello, hello, hello. There's so many hellos. Such good vibes. Guys, while we're just good vibing, Professor Bean's got her stitches out and her staple out. She's doing way better. Maybe about a week till she's fully healed. She's doing great. Doing great. Lurking, Vesemir. P9 Dr. Crypto. What's up, man? What's up? Hi, Tom. Blaze one for me. Roll one if you got one. Crack a brew. I'll be, probably digging into some of these seltzer boys. Yeah, we'll see. El Ray Tan, Fade and Trey, 5 up, bro. What are you guys looking at? BTC 28.4K, says Muhammad. I'm not sure why specifically that number you'd pick. Ah, 28.4. Yeah, that is the low. Fair enough. Honestly, guys, a liquidity sweep would be a great way to end this descending channel on Bitcoin. Absolutely. In fact, I would find it so difficult to imagine this, like, that just doesn't look right to me. Almost every time that we've seen Bitcoin in the recent make a real move to the upside, it has started with essentially breaking the lows of whatever structure. Broke the low back here, broke the low back here. So it would follow suit to see a low swing, a liquidity sweep, basically swooping up all that long liquidity as it liquidates, baiting in shorts, pushing price up, sweeping that short liquidity before making a move to the upside. That would follow suit. Definitely not out of the realm. The Matrix is real. It is. It is, man. You're lucky lurk. Lucky lurk, Keyman. Yo, V for Vendetta. Hot potato. SHIB USDT. Explain. We can look at SHIB. Why is this major news? More like dead news. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's not. And honestly, you don't know until it comes out and you read it. Right? Not psychic. Good day to all. Good day to you, Tom G. Lars Martin. What's up, dude? Steph Mees, Crypto Gamer, Benjamin Smith. Hawkish parts of minutes were the following. Officials said that they were prepared to move more aggressively. There you go. That's hawkish. Inflation did not come down. Interesting, because some of the notes said that it moderately subsided, but like, some said they were open to a 75-point BPS rate hike. Dude, where are you getting this? This is fire. Where are you getting it? Because it's 10 pages. I couldn't get through all of it. If some were open to a 75, that's definitely hawky. Nothing Burger probably still taking the cake, though. 420. Can we get? We should definitely get 420 likes, guys. Come on. We should already have it. We have 350 of 1,300 viewers. Let's get 420 likes right now. Take your finger, put it on the button, click it, hit the like button. You might as well subscribe if you haven't yet too as well. Jump in the Discord. It's like 3 free clicks. Hello, my name is Long. What's up, Long? Something in chat. Thank you, Robert. Adam. Life for Adam. You. Blow you a kiss, Alada. There you go. It's for you. That's for you, Alada. SCI, yes, we can look at SCI. We can definitely look at SCI. Dixie down today. Are we looking at a different Dixie, bud? Not yet. And you, DJ Oni, 55. That's right. All right, I'm gonna refresh the chat. So basically, if there's something important you wanted to say it again, because there's too much scrolling. I want to be in real time with you guys. Pump it. The Mad Catter. Let's go. Keyword search the document, my friend. True. But keyword search what? Basis point? The desk search. That's actually really. You're a clever lad. You're a clever lad. That's not a bad idea. There was strong anticipation evident in both market-based measures and responses. The committee would raise the target rate by 25 BPS at the meeting. You know what? There's only one point. There's only one time in here. There's only one mention. Oh, maybe that's only on page 3. There's only one mention of the word basis in the entire document. Although just looking up the word point is pretty good. PMIs pointed to a step down in the pace of foreign growth in the second quarter, reflecting fading in the impetus. You know, we have all of us here. For people who are searching through the document, share your thoughts. I wanna interact with the chat. I wanna read with you guys. New gold local lows. We can look at gold for sure. Crypto gamers looking for the dip. Double top confirm. What are people talking about here on the dollar? I'm so confused. Double top. I guess maybe on the day. Okay. Yeah, possibly. It's just someone said that the dollar was down, and then I saw double top. It's like, I mean, it's still a green daily. It's still 0.1% up. Dixie is going to hit its head on 103.5. I hope so. Air fries and a nothing burger. Hold the bonds. You leave your wife for me, John? Don't do that. I love all of you, but 95% of you I love platonically, as our viewership is 95% male. Sorry. Look at any projects on base yet? No, I have not yet. Are there good projects on base? 420, stop the likes. Stop it. No, it's okay. We can go for 1,000. We can get 1,000. What's up, Pedro Ferreira? Tom Astor. I like that. Bitcoin forgot how to do a proper dump, right? Like, what kind of dump is this? What kind of pump is this? What kind of dump is this? It's like Bitcoin is just tired. It's sleepy. It needs a break. People were watching it too much. Let's have a Wojak God candle and go straight to the bull run. I'll take it, Brendan. Hell yeah. What's up, Zeke Z? Is that Zeke from a long time ago? Or are you a new Zeke? So if you had your physical coin silver minted, what design would I put on each side? One side, I'd probably have a Bitcoin. And on the other side, it's like a pair of these shades. Crown, the only man you trust with my keys. Don't trust me with your keys, Chris, but I do appreciate that. You only get wrecked if you sell, true. So you like all... Did someone say, so I like all the women non-platonically, you dog. I didn't say that. I just said 95%. Giggity giggity. Ha, what's up, Limwell? Bitcoin's about to pump, sir. Oh, we got some bullishness here. Bug it with a stick. All right. A month of watching paint dry. It's been like a year of watching paint dry with like 2-3 days in between. 4 days. Maybe like a total of a week. Maybe a total of a week of watching the paint, or not watching the paint dry this year. There's a chart I wanted to share with you guys, so please don't take this as me shilling this or endorsing this, because I don't know anything about it, but I did buy a little moon bag last night of SEI. I literally don't know what it is. All I knew about it was that Coinbase, Binance, and was it crypto.com or is it Kraken? But 3 exchanges, including Coinbase and Binance, listed it at the same time. When I read that as a news article, it was only like 30 minutes after publish. It had only been trading for like a few minutes. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw a really tiny amount of money at this. If it goes to zero, I don't care. So SEI, if you guys know about it, put it in the chat. What is it? We can look into it if you want, but like, I don't know what it is. So please, me saying that I got a little moon bag, $100, $200, does not mean that you should buy it. It does not mean I think you should buy it or I'm recommending you buy it or anything. It's just like a little gamble bag while everything was sideways. So currently trading at 18 cents. It looks like it hit a low of 16 on listing. Went up to 35. You know, this chart doesn't look right. We see that Coinbase, Bitfinex, Kraken, and Binance all have the pair, along with BitGet, Bybit, KuCoinGate. Really, so like, again, I don't know anything about this. I just saw that so many of the big name exchanges listed it, like at the exact same time yesterday. I was like, I'm just take a gamble. It's proof of stake, meh. Proof of dump. You're like an SCI SVC. Yeah, right. With $200 of it? Sure. My buy, I think I bought it 17 cents. So my buy is up almost not at all. I held it, I guess, all the way up to 35 while I slept. It was worth a whole like $400 maybe in the middle of the night. Maybe. Just check an X. Another perspective about BTC. Check an X? I don't know what that means. SEI people are waiting for their air. So something about an airdrop. Oh God, when's the airdrop? I'm gonna sell this shit. I'll sell this shit before the airdrop. South Korean degens were pumping it before the unlock of coins. That makes sense. You'll go to the moon with me? All right, baby. Let's go. Bing X2. Bing X has it too. They used to be our sponsor. What is it? Does this link work? tomcrown.io/BingX. If this doesn't work, it should work. We should get it to work. Nope, it doesn't work. Crap. Oh well. Huge move right after SBF's trial. What's up, Nate? Have I seen Serum? No. It hit $1 on Coinbase, says Drain the Swamp 24. Interesting. So, yeah, I was hoping you guys knew something about it. It does look like we got some kind of info. You guys know that South Koreans were pumping it before the unlock. I wonder if that's like related to the listing. I guess I'm curious why everyone, like why they all listed it at the same time. It only has been traded since the 15th of August. It hasn't even been a day. Market cap 350 million, so pretty tiny still. It's almost in the top 100. Over 1.2 billion in volume, which is really wild. 4 times the 24 traded volume. The whole market cap's been traded 4 times over. All-time low, according to CoinGecko, is 16 cents. All-time high, 45, according to CoinGecko. Does it have any, like, what is it? Something I don't like, so here we go. Something I really, really don't like about it. Total supply, 10 billion. Current supply, 1.8 billion. That means there's 18% of the total supply. I don't know the vesting schedule or what, but I don't really trust vesting schedules anyway, unless they're proof of work. That's a lot of supply to be dumped. That's a lot of supply to be dumped. This is definitely a degen. This is definitely a degen move if you even want to go over there. If you even want to be that degen-y. I have a feeling this is not going to have any info on it. What's funny is I bought it before, like, whatever crazy pump it had. I didn't sell any of it, so don't worry. Has nothing as to what it is. I don't know. Chat, you're the expert. You're the expert, Mark. VC funded all. Okay. Well, that's why I started this with, this is not an endorsement. VC funded shitcoin. There you go. We'll just put that up there for future note. Yeah, we'll just put that up there for future note. This chart's actually not even looking very good. Like, you had a crazy rally, but it's already retraced like all of it. We can see it attempted a bounce at the points, at the golden retracement, the 618, got rejected, and now is moving lower. Looks like it's going back to test that initial 16-ish, 16.6 price. Whew. I had a feeling. I had a feeling this was not a good play. But anyway, I'm up 1 cent per unit or whatever. Ethereum, a little bit of a rebound here on Ethereum. 4 hours moving back up basically to where it fell from yesterday. Not a ton of movement there. Ooh. Definitely some bullish divergence here. On the 4 hour, our RSI down in the oversold status. However, price really not giving up a lot. That's a little 4 hour divergence. Is it on the daily? Not. No/not yet. Putting it into perspective, really nothing has happened here on that chart. And really nothing has happened here on the Bitcoin chart. In fact, we're back to a green daily candle. For today's candle, a familiar number for today's specifically close in 5.5 hours, 29,170 is the daily open. Closing above there, we have a green candle, which will look rather hammerish. Closing below, we'll have just a gnarly downside candle. But price does seem to be sneaking on back up there. Let's see if that divergence is there on the 4 hour for Bitcoin. It is. Look at that. You have a lower RSI low, but you don't have a lower low in price. So not only do we have sentiment divergence, we also have bullish RSI divergence on the 4 hour. 6 hour. Actually, this sell-off is actually getting some good perspective, some good framing here. We are seeing on the 4 and on the 6 a lower RSI right now, down here, or up here we should say, versus the previous low. Higher low, lower low on RSI, that's bullish divergence. VWAP's coming up, momentum's coming up, and a green dot. Actually, market Cipher B, pretty damn bullish on this sell-off too. Interesting. Now, when we go out to the 8 hour, we no longer have it. That's okay. But it is pretty refreshing to see multiple time frames reflecting it. Does look like the hourly is moving in for a strong little bounce today. What's up, Med A subscribed. Shout out to Med A. Non-Thanom Sijurantara subscribed as well. I love you. Digitax Consultants. Gabriel Polyukite. Ravi Shankar. Dri Wakro. These are hard names. Ravi Shankar got that one. And then Gert D. Liu and Wave God. Lots of subscribers today. Hell yeah, guys. Not that spicy, but lots of subscribers, lots of viewers. I love it. Please subscribe. I'll shout you out. Join the Discord as well. What to look at next? Okay, Tom. Yahoo Finance. Fed officials. Lingering inflation. Threat could warrant more hikes. Says Randy Abbott via Yahoo Finance. I like it. Good. Good. Not a hard name. J Bond the Lake Bets. Bro tip, new account. SSS has me, bro tip. What? Bro tip, message me on Discord and I'll give you a wrench on the new account. What's up, Bathwater Basin? Who is Jocelyn? He's Jocelyn. Who's Jocelyn McCooter? Meow meow, Muhammad. Your name is Easy Paul Woody, it is. You did, thank you. Say my name. Suya Kolap. There you go. EGLD says JP Fredo. What are you guys looking at? EGLD. I'll pull it up. Yo Tommy Gun. People used to call me that when I was a kid. How's it going? Banks seem in trouble? I don't know. The Fed said they weren't. That makes me think they are. Oh, EGLD. Oh. Whoa. What an old chart. What an old chart. Let's get rid of almost all of this. We had a really great call. We called like bullish on EGLD late 2020 and it just went on the most insane run afterwards. It was one of the biggest upside calls we've ever had live. One. This resistance looks right, or this SR level. It's like $65. That looks correct. I'm even going to take this 35 level. I think that looks correct as well. EGLD, I mean, it's hitting multi-year low. Could be worse. You definitely have some kind of like descending channel here. Nobody knows where it will stop. Bottom could be in. Or it could not be in. We don't know. But this channel likely resolving to the upside, but pretty much a knife as to where that would be. You do have some support, like looking to the left, you have consolidation here before breaking your high and moving higher. Like that would be an argument that this is around a value range, but if you lose it, you don't have a lot of support below. You could see prices down at like $10. I think this will resolve to the upside eventually. Luna, render. I'm going to give like 2-cent takes on charts today, just like real macro. Real macro. We had an awesome render call. I was on the Paul Barron network. I remember render was at like 80 cents and I was like, yeah, it's going to go to like $2.27. And it just seemed absurd. And then it did really quickly after that. Whenever I go on the Paul Barron show, for some reason, all the calls are good. Maybe I should just go on that show more. Right? Maybe. Really battling. You got that $3 resistance above you. Budding. I heard a bading. I might be looking for a $1.45 on render. $1.46 down here. Monthly resistance before moving past. Maybe a nice, healthy retracement. That's right at the 618. Of course it is, because this is the matrix. this be the matrix. $1.40-ish. 618 retracement, monthly resistance. Probably a decent place to look for a bounce on render. Oh yeah, there's a trade. Ah. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I haven't looked at Luna in forever. People even care about Luna anymore? Oh, this is Luna. You guys wanted to see Luna, the lunacy. Remember when people were buying Luna saying it would bounce, like it would go back up? Luna, it's okay. I'm going to make such mad gains. This is honestly one of maybe a handful of charts I've ever seen that if you look at how the percent it moved down 100% according to TradingView. Now, of course, it didn't move down 100%. It would be 0. It's not at 0, but it's moved down so greatly that it's rounding to 100. I know nobody cares about this one anymore. But man, people were buying this thinking it would go back up. I mean, maybe someday. I don't know. I think that the opportunity cost there is like stupid. But everyone does things differently. You want to see Luna C. Will SEI go to $2? Bro, it's traded for like 6 hours. Nobody knows. There's not enough data to make any conclusions. Yeah, clean that up. Even Luna and Luna C, it's like the same chart. I wouldn't touch this, man. You potentially got some support down there at quad 04, currently at quad 07, about a 50% drop. And there's really nothing in between, so not really sure. I mean, maybe you play the quad 05, this like the psychological for a higher low. I don't know, man. I wouldn't touch this. Good luck. Good luck. You broke support, quad 075. Now you got that resistance above you. Maybe a potential place to take a short if you're in the shorten mood. I wouldn't touch this one. Guys, SEI has literally 26-hour candles. Like, there's no TA. There's no TA to be done here at all. We can look at this retracement. We can look at this this Fibonacci retracement. We can look at the extension and say, okay, 618, and that's at 18.1 cents. Or we can use the measured move and say that's at 16.3. Like, there's a potential to bounce there just because they're Fibonacci extensions, and people typically take profit / open positions there, and that moves the market. But like, there ain't no TA you can do here. We can look at a really low time frame and say, okay, we have some bullish divergence on the 5-minute. We have our RSI coming up while our lows are coming down. So maybe we see something like this. And this is a lot of guesswork. Although I do like this value that just emerged. I do like this value. We have two overlapping 618 retracements right here at 23.8 cents. With the 5-minute bullish divergence, you know, maybe you continue to see a low. Maybe it comes down here. But I'm thinking we could see something like that, maybe. We have so little data to work with here. Like, 5-minute bullish divergence means so little. It means so little to a chart like this fresh, especially. You have bullish divergence on this low on every time frame that's available. RSI now lower on the 30-minute than it's ever been. 45-minute doesn't even have an RSI. This is gambling. Like, this is gambling. All trading is gambling, but this is a little bit more blind gambling than we typically do on this channel. There's just no data to work with. There's nothing we can analyze. If we analyze it based on fundamental things, like we're looking at the CoinGecko page, those things don't look so good. What we know about it is VC funded. They like money. They like taking profit. And only 18% of the supply is out. It's proof of stake. Very centralized. Like, the fundamentals don't seem great. Doesn't mean it can't go up. Doesn't mean it can't be successful, but they're not leaning towards the side of doing well. and we don't have enough chart data to really do anything with it. So we really can just look at this. We can do hopium moon math. Like, okay, if you think the bottom is in for it and it's going to go up a ton, right? You think this thing's going to go up a ton. You can use your Fibonacci extension to say, all right, well, 52 cents. I think I would modify that to 50 because 50 cents is such a clean psychological level. You could say, all right, 50 cents, 67 cents is our measured move target on a break of 35 cents. But like, this is it. It's all very like just theoretical, speculative. We could do math where we use our low into our high and do the same in the opposite direction. And we get 10 cents at our 1618, and that's actually a good value. Actually, what I kind of like about this chart, just from a nerdy math point of view, is that your 618 extension to the downside is at 10 cents. Psychological level, maybe one of the biggest, strongest, 10 cents, right? It's actually 10.5, but still. And then your 618 is 50 cents. So you have this 10 to 50 cent kind of range here. If you're bearish on this coin, you're probably looking for the 10. If you're bullish, you're probably looking for the 50. And what happens in between and which direction it goes, who the hell knows, guys? Who knows? Nobody. Near Protocol says, Kush is my cologne. I like that. Doge. Nah, Carl, Wagami Games, please, sir. I'll pull up Doge. HBAR. We can look at HBAR. Damn, Doge, you've seen better days, man. I would really like to see Doge close above 7 cents today. I don't want to see it close below this ascending channel. Though, what are we looking for with ascending channels? We are looking for them to move to the downside. If you see Doge break to the downside today or have a weak close, 6.14 cents, strong support there. Our Doge trade still looking good, and you can see that 6.14 cents, if we do even see it, is our entry on this trade we shared live. So maybe there is a double dip chance. Maybe get another shot at the entry. Maybe. Day looks like crap. No real bullish divergence. I mean, a little bit maybe here. Not sold on Doge being locally bottomed. Weekly chart isn't so threatening. The weekly chart looks less threatening. Much less threatening. It's like a perfect rejection of resistance. We're seeing a lot of this. We're seeing a lot of coins move up to a major resistance level and then move down. HBAR being a great example. We looked at HBAR in the last few streams. Our 7.3 cent support or resistance. Perfect. Perfect. Sometimes you get lucky. Made the move up right to resistance, pulled back. Let's actually check. This is maybe one of the more interesting charts right now. Already completed a 618. A retracement. Right back here to 6.2. Tested as support. This could work out. This could work out. Back up here to 7 cents. This is probably what I would look for on HBAR. Now, the rest of the market, what happens with it? If the bearishness comes into reality, Bitcoin dumps, everything dumps, a lot of these upside targets immediately move off the table. But I think in the short term, HBAR likely to make this move back to 7 cents. Strong close today could bring it tomorrow, but you're always, of course, able to see a bunch of consolidation. But I think the logical move here is back to about 7 cents. If it gets cut short, 6.7 cents, but your higher time frames look fucking great. This is like one of the only times I've almost ever seen a coin on the daily move up and RSI like not have bearish divergence. Almost 100% of the time you see this. Weekly, honestly, looking to close really similar to these previous weeklies on the way up. June 19th, July 17th, August 14th. That's weird. It's like 2 days back each time. Very similar. You have the high wick. You close with a solid body candle. It looks like bullish engulf is very probable here, but that's just looking like it's playing suit. If that does happen, likely going to see something like this repeat where we maybe just get consolidation above 6.2 cents like these weeklies before testing back up into that resistance zone. That looks not bad. ADA didn't fill our short. It's just chilling. Looking for 26.1 cents to hold. If it doesn't, good luck to ADA. Cardano. Rune, we got wrecked on Rune. We saw this crazy rally and said it's likely better to short than long. I wouldn't take these trades either way, but I don't like buying green candles. It did push past our stop just to share our loss here. 6.7 cents. Rune is the biggest mover over the last few days. I'd still feel much better, even with this move. I still feel much better. Oh wow, look at this. That was right to the weekly. I didn't catch that. I would still feel much better on Rune back here at $1. Psychological level, it was our 618 retracement. It's not anymore. But it was also our previous weekly resistance. We didn't really test it as support. This would be a beautiful entry if it comes. If it doesn't, it just moves up. Well, that happens, but it doesn't happen very often. It's usually the wrong trade. I'm looking for $1 on Rune, or I'm just not touching it. That's my stance. What's up, VM? Subscribe and shout out to you, VM. Chogi. Interesting name. Welcome, Chogi. Crypto Bobby. How you doing, Crypto Bobby? Kenzie, 9 minutes ago, super chatted. I did not see it. What are my thoughts on IMGAFGNAI? I don't know. I'll see if it's a real thing. IMGNAI. I'm a GNE. you do something until you put in a higher high or a lower low. You're just following the symmetrical triangle. And with no previous chart data, I think you just got a 50-50 on the breakout. There's really, you just got to wait for it to happen. But I'll keep my eye on this chart. In fact, I will set an alert. I'll set an alert at 4 cents and at 0.007 cents. So whenever it does break, I will know and I will see it. Bitcoin not moving because we're live streaming. What's up, Charlie XD over on Twitch? I missed you, man. Appreciate you, though. If you're still over there, shout out to you. Robbie Angel. Wow, we got a bunch more subscribers. It doesn't read them all the time. Mahali Milik. We got a bunch. Welcome, man. Good to have you guys. Good to have you. This was supposed to be about the FOMC minutes. I got a little ADD just in the sauce, you know? Yeah, the dollar really is kind of ruining everything today, it seems. Showing strength from the FOMC minutes. Maybe. But kind of more in reality, just holding the high, retesting 103.4, 103.45, 103.5. Not great. Not great if you want your indices, or if you want your equities to go up. Not great. Dollar looks kind of like it wants to break out, doesn't it? As long as the dollar is moving up, we're likely to see stocks, crypto, commodities go down. Some good news here. Total crypto market cap still well above its 200 weekly moving average, so I remain bullish. In fact, this is pretty cool. Even though we're seeing things break supports, or seeing them break down, this weekly on total has still not put in a lower low. In fact, it's really just at the weekly support after putting in a higher low. Money flow continues to move to the upside. Good. RSI kind of looks like shit, though. Ooh, a little fair value gap. Maybe we do see a lower move on total here into the end of the month. Doesn't have to happen, but 1.1 trillion. You got a little fair value gap here on the monthly. That would be a really clean level to bounce from. Fill that in. Bounce. That's all just speculation, though. Interesting. The 200 daily. Is that 200 daily now? Yeah, 200 daily, right at that 1.1. Actually, maybe that's my prediction now. So 1.1 trillion is the monthly fair value gap. Overlapping that is the 200 daily moving average on total. I would not be surprised to see it move down, breaking its low, moving to 1.1 trillion. Really, really mild from here, though. It's at 1.12, looking for 1.1. That's like a 2% move. Very, very mild. Very mild. We can see the last two sell-offs, much clearer on total, dipped into the 200. So maybe we see a little bit more to follow suit. 1, 2, 3. That looks pretty good. Bitcoin just stopped moving. Son of a. Ethereum trade we put still open. Let me pull up my trades. Let me see how. I haven't looked at them today. I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate. Anybody else playing Baldur's Gate? Dude, the game is hella good. It's so good. I played Baldur's Gate 2 as a kid, and I liked it, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And now playing Baldur's Gate as an adult, it's so good. The world's so immersive. There's so much. Like every turn, there's like something crazy to find or look at, or some quest, or it's really good. On Fair Desk, our sponsor, our open live trades. We'll do another you choose the trade Friday. So tune in Friday and you can pick my trades. Trades are doing pretty good. They're all roughly where they were, where we left them, because price is still roughly where we left it. Our Ethereum long one did get stopped out. The other one is down 12%. Yikes. 1800 is a stop loss on that. We are net long still on these positions. 0.7 Bitcoin long, 0.35 short. Not really, nothing really spicy there. Not a lot of spice there. The non-live chosen. I did get my long stopped out. Oh, god damn it. Alright guys, this long has gotten stopped out twice, and at this point I don't want to reopen it. AKA, that's probably the bottom's in. I'm not going to reopen it. Son of a bitch. SHIB long still slaying 600 in realized profit. Maybe we should look at SHIB. If you sign up to Fairdesk using my link, you can get up to 35k of trading bonus. Trading bonus is basically just money that you can keep the profit, but you don't you can't withdraw it. But if you trade and win, you can keep the profit. So it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. You get big bonus with my link. So sign up helps me out with the sponsor. Bullish div on the 1 hour right there for SHIB. I like that. Bullish div on the 4 hour for SHIB on that low. Unlike, all right, so this is the 8 hour we did see it. I think it was like the day we didn't. Nice. So unlike Bitcoin, unlike many of the charts we looked at, Ethereum, SHIB on its low here, we do see bullish divergence out to the 12 hour. We saw bullish divergence on all three of these, on the 4, on the 6, on the lower time frames. But as we got out farther on Bitcoin and Ethereum, that disappeared. SHIB, for some reason, still showing it. Lower low in RSI, higher low in price. What about to the day? Not quite on the day, though. Not quite on the day. Very, very close. If SHIB sells off more today, incredibly likely it gets bullish divergence. It does have bearish divergence on the high into the resistance. I did take, that's where I took extra profit. That's where that realized profit came from, up here at like 1100. Bearish div on our highs, so that may be sending it down lower. That likely lines up well with SHIB moving down a little lower to draw that RSI out to create bullish divergence, looking for a retracement bounce. Not bad. Not bad. I have like 100 charts open. Cass broke down under the previous all-time high. Long still not stopped, but doesn't look terrible. Litecoin looks very droopy. It was not excited about its halving, apparently. What's up, Wilson Kung, Mamang, Tech News? Hell yeah, so many subscribers today. It's awesome. I don't know, where'd you all come from? Because the last stream we got like none. Crypto Gamer says Baldur's Gate 3 is about to pass Hogwarts for game daily active gamers. I believe it. Actually, you know what? I have something really interesting. Chart related? Oh, it is a chart. No. Something chart related. I accidentally opened my Steam library. Community up. So you can look at charts for Steam. I'm not sure how to find it. You can look at active players on Steam as a chart. Active Baldur's Gate 3 players. Let me see if I can pull it up, because there's actually a really interesting thing going on with this chart. I saw it earlier. Steam charts, Baldur's Gate 3. Here it is. So maybe this isn't right. Let me see if it's still true. Here it is. So this is a chart of the active Baldur's Gate 3 players. Like, sorry, I know we're crypto, but like, this is interesting to me as a chart guy. Obviously, there weren't that many people playing it right here. August, this was the official launch, 500,000 people playing it. Typically, games see the highest active concurrent players on the first weekend after release. I can't name a game where that didn't happen. That happened here with Baldur's Gate, peaking at almost 814,000. So that's the first weekend. That makes sense. Here's the crazy part. This weekend, the second weekend after launch, it hit a higher high, 852,000. Obviously now it's sunken down low. Let's check out our low here, 338. It is hitting a lower low. It looks like Wednesday morning it hit a lower low, but it is so unusual to see that happen. In fact, I don't know if it's ever happened to see a game have more players on the second weekend than the first weekend. A little weird chartness for you. A little video game active player charting. So I'm bullish on Baldur's Gate. Just put it that way. I'm bullish on it. You played it as a kid, Connor? It was hella hard. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. Boulders, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter how you say it. Should play Divinity Original Sin. I've played Pathfinder. That's a hard effing game. You played it on PC, Winterburn. Yeah, this is like the long time ago one. Your opinion, crypto life. Whoa, Joshua. Joshua Carrero said, in your opinion, someone else is the most greedy on YouTube. Tom won't answer unless you super chat. What? I read the chat as best I can. In fact, I don't read the super chats most of the time. I'm just ADD. I'm not ignoring you guys. I have to focus to do the stuff that you guys are asking about. And when I focus, I can't read the chat. It's surprising. Shabirium is up. Cloud TA. Yeah, Cloud TA, man. I know. We're all kinds of versatile here on the charts. Crypto love. What? Joshua Carrero, why are you talking about Crypto Lifer? Like, I don't understand. Is no one else is people talking to you about him? I only see you talking about him. Oh, wait, no. People are responding to what you're saying. I like Sam. He's a nice guy. Sam and I are cool. Obviously, I don't watch his content. I don't watch anyone's content. So. Anyway, how's the FOMC, man? So now we're talking about Baldur's Gate. Wisdom A, thank you, man. Love the stream. You keep it real in your trades when you're in profit or upside down. Yeah. My goal, though, like, thank you. I appreciate that. I take that as a compliment because that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I want to provide you guys. There's so many LARPer traders, like, they'll show you their wins and they'll say, I'm up all a bajillion % every week. Then why aren't you a billionaire? Oh, because you're full of shit. You just don't share your losses. My goal is to show you guys real trading, what trading is actually like, so that you're not fooled, you're not with false expectations, so that you don't beat yourself up and you can actually learn. Trading is winning and losing. If you're emotional either direction, so if you're emotional when you're up and you're getting greedy, or you want to quit out of trades because you're down, because you're getting, stressed and panicked about it, both of those are equally as destructive. If you notice, I never really give a shit. Any given trade, the XRP trade where I missed the take profit at 95 cents at the exact top, I said I was trolled, but like I wasn't. It's just the way it goes. Without that, I think it's very hard to develop like your own real sense of trading, your own compass. And like, this is real. I'm not the best trader in the world. I think I'm pretty good. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm profitable over time. But I'm certainly not the world's greatest trader in the history of ever, which is what like almost every other kind of trading channel wants to sell you, right? They're like, I'm the best ever and I'm never wrong. No, they're just selling you a fantasy, and fantasies can be fun, but they don't help you. And that's what I want. I want to help you guys. I want you to succeed. I want you to use my failures to do better. Appreciate you, Wisdom A. What kind of liquid? This is just nicotine, nothing fun. Smoking's not cool, guys, especially if you're under 18. Never smoke. YouTube's very weird about that. Why do you trade like this? I don't know. Steam charts. Tyler S thinks we're gonna dip to 26K. Sure. I mean, I think it's like consensus now that we're gonna see a lower low. Even if we're gonna move up past 31.5, I think it's like consensus. Which makes it very dangerous, to be honest. Never be comfortable when there's consensus. Let's take a look at our Ligma. Let's take a look at our Ligma. I like this. Over the last 7 days, we see shorts way outnumbering longs. There's a lot more liquidity to the upside. A lot more liquidations to be snatched. We see $3.808 billion worth of shorts liquidated if price moves to 30.5K. 3.5 billion if it moves to 30.8K. On the other hand, we see only 80 million liquidated at just under 29K. for a total of 1.8 billion at 27.8. So what does that tip us off to? Well, we have a little bit of liquidation pretty close to price, just under 29K. Likely to see that. Likely to see that. It's just right here. Likely. On the upside, we have 30.3, still the critical value. So let's just take this, let's dissect this. 30.3. A 3.8% move up to liquidate 3.5, let's say $3 billion worth of shorts, and 0.47% down to liquidate like 100 million. That would be pretty Max Payne-ish just looking at leverage. Just looking at the leverage liquidation points. There's a lot to be had up here. There's a very tiny amount to be had here. And then what, 28? And there's 1.8 to be had. Was it about here? So a 3.8% move down nets market makers about 1.8 billion in liquidations. A 3.8% move up. Interesting, they're the exact same. That's weird. Maybe that's not so weird. Not fib channel. I guess it's regular channel. Parallel channel. Sure. There we go. Interesting. Very interesting. This is like 3 billion. $3 billion lick up here. 1.8 billion lick here. Same percent move in price. 3.8% move. Interesting. What would you pick if you're a market maker? What would you do? Do I play Warzone? No, I don't. It's not Boulder's Gate. It's Baldur's Gate. CSGO. I used to play CSGO. I used to play 1.6. That was pretty badass, actually, with that Scout. And the Deagle. Scout Deagle. Every time. Scout Deagle flashbang. Paul Wood, I'm the first guy to show you can have several or should have several entries. You absolutely can. As long as you manage them. As long as you manage them properly. Typically, that means setting a take profit and stop loss. In fact, I prefer it that way. I prefer to have multiple positions, as you guys have seen from our live trades. I prefer it because it's easier for me to like compartmentalize in like many different trades. Like if price is going down and I have many trades, it's like, okay, I have some shorts open and I'm not having max pain in one direction. Of course, you're always gonna have one direction that has more pain than the other, but you have like that little buff in your pocket of like, well, I'm actually making money on my shorts, so I'm not as worried as I would be if I was totally exposed long. XRP can drop to 57, bro. I'm looking for 50. I've been looking for like 55. 55. That's what I'm looking. Sologenic, please. What's that? Willard Dodge. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you guys for keeping it real. Hell yeah. Cash on the side always. Yes, Paul Wood. Always. We have a motto on this channel. Never all in, never all out. Being all in or out puts you in a position where one side of the trade is too painful. When spot ETF going to be approved for Bitcoin? We went over that in the last stream. There's some shorts out, but basically the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of September all have ETF deadlines. So we'll get at least an update at the beginning of September. It's Autopilot. What's up, man? Ligma Autopilot. Smash the like button for Tom. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. Justin Irwin, Scout. Dude, Scout Deagle. Scout Deagle all day. I missed that game. It's been a long time. Is that 3 billion above and 1.8 billion below? Simpler than that. 1.8 billion liquidates exactly. Well, it's not all at the same value. I don't want you guys to have the wrong impression. There are 1.8 billion in liquidations by the time you hit 28. There are 3 billion in liquidations by the time you hit 30.3. There's 30.5 billion in liquidations, which is actually substantially larger. It's actually substantially larger. considering the move, considering the size of the move, at 30.8. This is an interest. I've never seen this done. I've never seen this like mapped out. I kind of like this. That would be a 5.5% move. But then you get that extra $500 million in liquidations. So of course it's not just 3 billion liquidates here or 3.5 billion here. It's like a slide. And by the time you reach this value, that's when you get the total. So of course, like maybe there's 1 billion here, 2 billion here, 3 billion total at 30.3. Something like that. Sophia Barda 123 subscribed over on Twitch. Shout out to you, Sophia. I love that people subscribe on Twitch while we're live. You can join us on youtube.com/TomCrown if you'd like. We got a few hundred viewing. We had over 1,000 earlier. I haven't looked at it lately, actually. Mandalorian 10 subscribed. What up, my dude? Hulk Algorand also subscribed. Love you guys. Spot ETF in Europe. You know, I've had a kind of conspiracy thought about this. So, will other countries approving ETFs put extra pressure on the US? I wonder if that will be a catalyst. Canada has their, what is it? Hope. I don't know, something like that. Hope ETF. They have a spot ETF, I believe, but it's not very popular. You're just blasting me on Twitter, Coins Chick? Fight me. Y55, do I think? Many a reason. We've gone over it many times. Seymour Liddy Cabrera. You can look at the shorts, I believe, on my channel. I don't want to go over all of it again. We've gone over it a bunch of times. It's like very recorded. Can you have as many open positions on one coin as you want on Bybit? And is that what I'm doing? I don't know if you can on Bybit. I'm not sure. It is definitely not on every exchange. Some exchanges only allow you to have one position trades. Some allow you only to you can have corresponding, or not corresponding, opposite trades, but you can only have one of each. Some allow you to have as many as you'd like. Mind you, it's the exact same thing. There's no difference between just having it all in one position. The only difference is like the mental comfort of it, of thinking, okay, I have these other ones. I'm profiting here, even though maybe I'm losing overall. It's all just part of the mental game. It's not actually doing anything that isn't accomplished by having more restrictive positions. What's up, Rashid Al-Kahifa? My man subscribing. Make sure you guys join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. You get free BTC after every live stream. I airdrop it just for being in there. That's right. It's not a lot, but it's something. 1.6 was the glory days. US don't care? Maybe. The US cares only when it's money. So I'm wondering if spot ETFs in other countries will put more pressure as they see themselves losing out on money. I don't know. Market's selling off, says Carson. Is it? Is it? Which market? Dollar. There we go. Dollar breaking out. I mean, so even if markets aren't selling off yet, that's a pretty good signal. Dollar broke past 103.48. On its way to 103.5, or at 103.5. This is it. It's pushed past the previous high. Oh, not quite. 103.57. Breaking July's high there, 103.57. That's significant. Since it has surpassed, the 14th high, that's looking very likely. More upside on the dollar is more downside pressure on other markets, on equities, on commodities, on crypto. So that's not really what I want as a bull. But I'm hoping that the dollar gets savagely rejected there and we can continue the everything up. That'd be hilarious if that was the bottom on this. Something like that. Late to the stream. What's up with the FOMC? It was the meeting minutes, Nicolas Arena. They were a little nothing burger. They're a little hawkish. You're something. What's up, Zigzag? Triple, quadruple, negative, divergence on multiple indicators, including MACD, Stosh, ROI, market Cipher, B, money flow. All of these negative divergences all the way back to April. What time frame? I'm not doubting you. Just what time frame you talking about? You gotta name a time frame. Dixie baby, I know. I know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alert. ApeCoin. More of the same. Yeah, pretty much. Do you feel like speaking on Bitcoin? You know what, Daniel Lee? Actually, yes. Daniel Lehman. Actually, yes. Thank you. This is something that I wanted to bring up. And I did bring it up a few days ago. Oh, yeah. This is what I wanted. I brought it up a few days ago. One sec. Difficulty. I do want to bring this up. Cool. All right. The last block adjustment was the 9th. Hold up. It was on the 9th. Let's look at the 9th quick here. 9th, right here. Right as we hit that high, difficulty adjusted. It adjusted, what? Slightly up. Slightly up. It was right here. The next one. I've been keeping an eye throughout all this. The next one keeps being delayed. People were talking about miners turning off earlier this month, blah, blah, blah. We didn't really see it in hash rate, but now we might be starting to. Looking back, we've had pretty smooth difficulty adjustments. What they are is every 2018 blocks, Bitcoin recalibrates its difficulty of mining. If mining has been lesser than the previous difficulty adjustment time, which is typically 2 weeks, if there's been less mining in these 2 weeks versus last 2 weeks, the difficulty goes down. If there's more mining than in the last 2 weeks, difficulty goes up. Difficulty directly impacts profitability for Bitcoin mining. If difficulty goes up 10%, the profitability goes down 10%, pretty much guaranteed across the board for all miners. The halving being the other impact on profitability, and price obviously halving lowers profitability by 50% every time, and price scales with it. So what I've been watching here is kind of the slowing down. Now, this isn't really anything to worry about in any way. It's not significantly slowing down. It's just compared to the last 14-day time period. What I'm hoping for is for it to continue slowing down. I hope miners turn off until at least the next difficulty adjustment. And so far, we are seeing that with a 7%. Oh, that's 7% up? No, we're not seeing that. I guess we're ahead of schedule. Crap, I was hoping to see it be behind schedule. That's not great. Oh well. But we do a lot of the time around the 6-day mark see some kind of shenanigans. You can even see it all the way back here. See behind the head. Where hash rate kind of looks like it's not going to do something or do something and then just follows suit. Straight down, rushing into the difficulty adjustment. If it stays on this course for 5 days, 19 hours, Bitcoin mining will become 7% less profitable overnight. That's pretty big. Looking back at the last ones, we haven't had one that large since about March of this year. So a few months. I was really hoping for a big negative difficulty adjustment because typically I've seen in the past when that happens, there's a little bit more bullish pressure on the market. Maybe that's because profitability goes up, and so miners don't need to sell as much of the Bitcoin they've mined on the market to cover their overhead. I don't know. What would you say? What would you add to that, Daniel Lehman? What would you say? Smash the like button is what Monkey would say. ApeCoin's on fire? I don't like ApeCoin. Bunch of trash. It's on fire to the downside, son. What? People still investing in this? Are people still buying Bored Apes is the real question. Actually, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That's not bad. Fibonacci extension. Doesn't fit. $1.75. We've seen it tested. Looks like it's being tested again. RSI is coming up. I don't like this coin, but I could see an upside retracement. I could see it move to 280. I could say move to 280. That's actually a pretty good move too. That's even tradable. Should I do this? Do they have it on Fair Desk? Yeah. Yeah, let's take a gamble here. I mean, I'm going to. Not financial advice. Don't follow me unless you want to get wrecked. So I'm going to reverse engineer this trade, which has been one of my favorite ways to do it lately. I'm going to look at the area I was going to take profit. So that's going to be 284. That gives me my upside. That's 60%. Maybe that's aiming too high. I didn't realize that was 60%. That's really high. Oh well. And I'm going to reverse engineer my trade basically by dragging my stop loss until I get to my desired risk to reward. Or my desired loss. Maybe I'll make it tighter. 75 cents is good. 5% downside. I think 280 is possible, but you know what? Because that's so high, I don't need it to be that high. I think I'm only going to look for 230. I'm going to let this ride as like a nice 4-to-1 risk to reward, suggesting basically I need to be at least 25. I need to be greater than 25% confident that we will see 230 before we see 160. I think I am. So what's the entry there? I'm going to take $1.75 as the entry. Stop 1618. Okay. Let's just do this by margin cost. 20x. I don't want 20x. What was the downside? 8%. Cannot do 20x for this one, as the stop loss is 8% down. That would get liquidated before the stop loss. So we're going to have to change that. Definitely don't want cross. I want isolated. I'm going to do 7x. I like 7x. 1,000. So that'll be a $7,000 position. Take profit. Don't forget to put that in. $1.30. 233. I'll make it like 230 for good measure. That looks pretty good. As a limit order, it hasn't traded to 175 yet on Fair Desk. It's a little higher. 1758. 177. Yeah, no, it went lower. Okay, so I'm feeling good about that 1.75. There we go. There it is. Live stream trade. YOLO. YOLO Polo. Didn't even plan on that. There's a... That's not Prasant. What's my favorite meme coin? I mean, I don't know, Doge, I guess. Right now, SHIB, because it's making me money. My real favorite meme coin is when you subscribe. Subscribe. Do it. Right there, we're just stuck in the middle. $3 billion worth of shorts liquidated at 30.3, 3.5 liquidated at 30.8 total. 1.8 billion in licks down to 28K. There is a significantly larger amount of shorts available for liquidation than long. Both of these within a 3.8% price move. So 3.8 to the downside gives you 1.8. 3.8 to the upside gives you 3. Something about that to me thinks we're going to be seeing up here before down here. If the market does move up here and liquidate these shorts, likely we'll see longs jump in. This number likely going to kick up to like probably around 3 billion. And then we can see that price return to it, liquidating shorts and longs. That's my Charlie Kelly crazy image board thing. Message Discord for verification. Oh yeah, I did get it, bro tip. Add to mod. There's your wrench, my friend. Good to have you. Shiba Wolf. I don't really like Shiba as a coin, but I like it because it made me money. Still making me money. Still making me money. Cha-ching. LT sounds right. What's up, man? Hype Pickle. Short Room says Maxwell Prawley. It's on a ripper, though. Your boy VPN name. What's up, dude? Good to have you. Hell yeah. Keep this subscribed. It's got Mr. Poppy. You won't find this depth of commentary and analysis anywhere else except for Mr. Poppy and his awesome weekly analyses. Available on crownanalysis.com. Check it out. Elmo token. I don't know, David. Sounds like a joke. Probably a layer 2. Probably like proof of stake or not. Probably pre-mine. Can you talk about how and where you set stop losses in general? Got a lot of shorts on that. Got a lot of shorts on that topic that can help you with that. I literally just did one live on ApeCoin. I went through the whole process of deciding my stop and even my entry. You can scroll back and view that. You know, nothing else is seemingly happening today. Chairman Powell let us down. Been live almost 2 hours. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, join the Discord, check out our sponsors. You see me trading on Fairdex and Femex all the time. Use my links to sign up. It helps support this stream, and I appreciate it. You'll get bonuses for using my link. Doesn't cost you nothing. Doesn't cost you nothing. You get bonuses. We've gone through a bunch today. That FOMC meeting minutes was spicy, but about the nothing burger we expected. I love how many people showed up. We had over 1,300 viewers at one point. We had almost 600 likes. I love it, guys. Tune in Friday for You Choose the Trade Friday. Join me in Discord. I'll be chatting. We might even have a little Friday. Maybe we'll have a little Friday Discord private stream. We'll see. Love you, fam. Catch you Friday, Crown